Hey, it's Aran here. In this tech tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to build a thank you page on your Systeme.io website. Now, this particular thank you page is modeling based on something that I've seen Amy Porterfield do and also Jeff Walker do. And these particular thank you pages are a little bit more extensive. And what I mean by that is they're really designed more for when you're doing a product launch where it's over a week or every 2 weeks, or if you're launching a membership or you're doing something along these lines, but it's a little bit more than just a standard simple thank you page like, thanks for joining me on my email list, go check your email. It's a little bit more involved. It's got a little bit more resources. You want them to do this, you want them to do that. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that might be involved. And I took the inspiration of those particular pages that they do and kind of made it my own and tweaked it in a way that kind of makes sense to me depending on the use case. I want to share with you how to do that. And also, if you are part of my templates and coaching membership, you will have in the members area access to the specific templates so you can actually click and import the exact pages I'm about to show you. So first of all, let me show you the inspiration. So this is a page from Jeff Walker. Now this is a screenshot that I took from Jeff Walker from his product launch formula. This is a multi-million-dollar launch that he does every year. And you can see he basically does an event over a week or so, and you can see the upcoming events each day of the masterclass. You can see this section which says don't miss a thing, and you can actually click on follow his Instagram, click here to join the Facebook group, little things like that. Some videos to kind of explain how to make the most out of it and things along these lines. And this kind of, he calls it concierge page. The concierge page kind of grows as time goes on as part of the launch. And then it's not visible anymore. That's why I have to show you a screenshot because I can't actually show you the actual page because they get taken offline. Now, if you like this particular page, you can see that I recreated kind of the look and feel on systeme.io, and you can kind of see how this looks like. And of course, everything can be tweaked. You can change all the colors. You can change the background color. You can do all these things as you see fit. So it's not like you're locked into how this looks, but it's kind of similar to what he has basically. So this is one template that I can share with you. If you're interested, I will definitely include the links for that if you are in the membership. This is the other inspiration that I wanted to show you. So here's an example of a thank you page that she did for one of her masterclasses. And you can see there's a little GIF from her, which is fine. You can have it do a video or a picture or whatever. And you can see here you're officially registered for how to have a recession proof, blah, blah, blah. A little bit of text. Scroll down to learn more. Here are your next step. 1, mark your calendar. 2, set up notification to your phone. Answer the quick question. There's a little quiz. Quick recap or recipe, ingredients, little funny copy or whatever, it's all good. Connect with me on social, okay? That's all good. So this is kind of the example of this is a preparation for a masterclass. So this is like a product launch that she does, and this is the thank you page. So this is kind of the pages for inspiration that I kind of took, and I'll show you what I've created in my business so you can kind of see what we're about to model. So if you look here, this is my virtual summit hub. So basically this is like the one page where it's like the one pager thank you page where people are going to be able to always bookmark and refer back to when the summit is being hosted. This was like the stable place, the one link they have to bookmark because it's going to have everything there. So there's a video that explains everything. There's a little welcome. I say the first thing is bookmark this page. And then I also mentioned PS, you could still join the VIP or whatever. And then I have 2 links here that takes them to a sales page. This will not work anymore because this summit is already over, but you get the idea. It's basically going to take you through a little bit of thing. And then you can see I've got this little keep scrolling, and it says here the virtual summit agenda. And then I have it this way. I just like to do like a little, live session replays coming up. So you can see here session agenda, replays, live session. None of this will work, but you get the idea. Then there's a screenshot of all the speakers over the few days. And this is just an image basically. And you can see here a summary of the speakers, the implementation sessions, and so on. Now, I've modeled the same type of page for my tech support membership. Now, you'll see right here that basically I have the same thing. Now, here I just have a picture. I probably will change it. I'll probably do a video, but for now I have a picture. You could see here I've got the little headline, bookmark this page. All essential links and resources are going to be here. So basically, in my tech support membership, I tell people, okay, this is the link to bookmark. And every tech support email, every email I send out to my members includes this link so they can refer back to it, okay? So, and you can see here, start here, book your one-on-one session, the courses login, the group calls, the help desk, what to ask, affiliate program, join the community, success path, share. a win. Then I've got here, don't get overwhelmed. I explained a little bit about how to make the most of the membership, a little sketch of the roadmap as well. And then here, there's a little recap, basically summary of everything they need to know as well. So this is what the membership hub looks like. So whenever I'm talking to a member, they're like, oh, I'm not sure what to do, whatever, go back to the hub. Now, if I'm hosting a webinar or a challenge or something along these lines, I would do the exact same thing. And now I'm in the process of preparing a page like that for a couple of my funnels. One of them being my landing page challenge, which if you're not familiar with that, you can go to landingpagechallenge.com, or if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can actually go to my landing page challenge playlist. I have a whole bunch of videos there that show you what the challenge is all about. I basically build people's landing pages live on YouTube. Okay, so literally, I will literally hop on a one-on-one call and build people's landing page live. Okay, so I'm going to show you me setting up this particular page now. So the first thing you want to do is when you're picking the right page, in case you're not in my templates membership, I'll show you how to do it for free. So basically, you're going to choose opt-in thank you page. That's the one you want to use, i.e. once they opt in and enter their name and email, this is the thank you page that you're going to use. Now, in case this is a members area where somebody pays to get access to what it is that you're sharing, you will not use the opt-in thank you. You will choose a different one, which is when you click on add step, you can scroll down right here on the type. So if it's a hub, which is based on a free webinar or a free product launch or something along these lines, you would use opt-in thank you. But if it's after a payment, you would use thank you page under sales. So this is the one you would choose. Okay. Now, in the case of what I'm doing, which is the landing page challenge, because the landing page challenge is free to join, I use opt-in thank you page. So now I'm going to show you the editor area, and I'm going to share with you the link. So you can see I'm using the same model. I will probably replace this with a video, but for now, that's what I have. And I'm in the middle of editing it. So I basically took the page that I had from my summit and my membership, and I added different things here. So for example, I said, connect with me on Instagram, subscribe with me on YouTube, because those are the two areas I want to build my audience on those platforms, basically. So that's kind of my goal. Now, you'll see here that I have the do-it-yourself templates. I will basically have a course. It's going to take you to basically a do-it-yourself course and templates. And this one will take you to a done-for-you option, basically. So this is like my upsells, basically. So this page is going to be free for people when they join, but this will be the upsells. Now I'm going to say keep scrolling. Landing page challenge links. Now this one is not fully done, but you can see I did set up start here, and the welcome video opens up to YouTube, opens in a new window, which is very important. You want to have it open in a new window because you want it to not overwrite the current page you're in. So what I mean by that is if it says open in the same window, it's going to replace the page they're on, which I don't want that because this is the hub. I want the hub to remain open. Okay, so that's very important that you clarify how you want that link to be. Okay. Same thing, if I want these clickable links, I want it to also open to a new window, not the same window. So that's very important. Now, you'll see here, this is the checklist. So this is the landing page checklist. This one is Google Doc, which is basically the things they need to fill out to follow the steps. This is binge past sessions. This is the playlist I told you about for landing page challenge. What to ask. This is actually something I need to replace with something else. Affiliate program I need to replace with something else. Community, and so on and so forth. Now, there's different things that you can do with these buttons. These buttons don't have to open to a different page. It can also be something clever. So, for example, I'm going to show you something that you can do. So, I can do something here. Instead of success path, I'm going to call this share the love. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is on this button, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say something else. Instead of open URL, I'm going to say show pop-up, and I'm going to select a pop-up. Now, the pop-up is going to be basically getting people to, share the love, share the landing page challenge with friends. Let's just say, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically add links right here where it's going to be open URL. And this URL is going to open in a new window. And this URL is going to say, basically, share the love, like share it on Facebook, for example. Let me just show you how to do that in a second. Let me show you what it looks like. So basically, I'm going to click on this button, and I'm going to say this URL right here. Now I'm going to delete this form, basically, and I'm going to change the text right here and say, share this on Facebook. Let's just say, okay? Now I'm going to delete the subtext. You could say I deleted the subtext. I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to say this challenge is 100% free. All I ask is that you share this with your friends so they can also get the value for free, okay? Something like that. Now, I can do, for example, another thing, which is share the thing on something else, right? But I'll just do the Facebook one for the sake of demonstration. Now, you'll notice that now that this pop-up has been created, I'm going to make it so it doesn't pop up at all. Only it will pop up when I actually have this button. So I'm going to go back here, and on share the love, I'm going to say show pop-up number 1, and I'm going to say share the challenge. Click on save. Now I'm going to click here on this button. It's going to refresh this page, and now you'll see when I click on share the challenge, it will come with this pop-up, share the challenge, and it will share it automatically to Facebook, basically. Now, how I did all of this requires a little bit of extra stuff. This is not the topic of this particular tutorial. This is actually a tutorial that I created as part of the Thank You Page in a Day course. So if you want to check out that course, it's going to be linked in the description as well. So that's something that's available for you to check out. But this is a really good hack to actually build your email list, okay? So now you'll notice that now I can't close it. So that's kind of annoying. So what you want to do is you want to go back to the pop-ups, and then you want to click here, and then you want to, in the pop-ups, you want to click on edit settings, and you want to basically show close button. You want to turn it on. So then there is a close button, so people can actually close it, which is this thing right here, okay? So that's just something that you need to just be aware of, but you need to make sure. Now, this is good also if, let's say, you're doing a membership hub and you want to keep people on your page, you don't want them to leave, then you can actually do your onboarding video, for example, on something like this. So you can actually go here and actually drag and drop your onboarding video right here, like this, and put the video. Now, unfortunately, with Systeme, I can't customize this pop-up. I can't make it wider or anything like that. So it's going to end up being a small window, but that's something you're going to have to just, decide if this is something that's not going to work for you. You'd have it open in a new tab. If it is going to work for you, just have it right here. So that's totally fine, whichever way kind of works for you and how you want to set things up. You just need to be aware of this particular limitation, okay? Now, this particular option with setting all this up and all these things, you can obviously customize. So for example, if you observe here the row, hover on the, not the row, but look, it's under content box. So you see here when I hover over the content box, you could see this is the background color. So I can change this background color to something else. So let's say your brand color is this particular green, then you can change that and make that a little bit different, or yellow, or whatever that kind of looks like for you, okay? I'll obviously kind of change it back to what it was, but I'm just saying you can actually tweak it as you see fit. Now, also, you can also do is if you want to make this section white and make this background white, then what you can do is you can click on the section, make this background color something else. So for example, in my case, I have a different color. Let me just show you the orange one. I have all my branding colors on brand.aranbukai.com and stuff like that. So if you want to see what I have, you can click here on the primary background, which is what I use, and then paste this in and replace it, and then do something like this. And then the background of the content box, not the row, notice it's the content box. I will change that now to, for example, this primary color, as an example, and then make this text white, or just make this white. That's another option. Again, you can see it just gives it a totally different look and feel. Now on the content box, as an example, I can also choose, so hover closely and you see content box, I'm gonna click on it. I can also do something, you can see here the color of the background is this gray. So I can click on the color and make the background this little orange thing. So you can see that it's kind of, it just gives the page a totally new and different vibe, okay? Now on the content box as well, what you can also do, you can actually see the rounded section. So you can see the rounded corners. You can see here it's square. You can actually tweak it to make it 10, 10, 10, and 10. And you can see how it rounded off the corners as well. Again, it just gives it a totally different look and feel for how you want it. So in my case, I might decide, I want my stuff to look a little bit different for the landing page challenge just because I feel like it, you know what I mean? So I might do something like this, and you can see, just gonna give it a different vibe, okay? So anyway, that's something that I'm always exploring, always testing, I'm pretty flexible and all that stuff, but something to consider. And then I can see here, I'll do the background for this section, make this section white. Now this keeps scrolling. I actually did it so the image has this background, okay? So this is important. I will need to now replace this image, which is gonna be just annoying, so I'm not gonna really bother with that. I'll just go back to what it was and I'll just keep it this way, okay? But this is a cool little way to kind of tweak it, make it a little bit different and stuff like that. So anyway, that's just something that you can always explore and so on. Now, in terms of tweaking anything else here, I wanted to show you. So you can see here the bullets that you can tweak. You can click on the bullets, and the way you would start it basically is you would simply drag and drop the bullets let me just go back. You just drag and drop the bullets right here, okay? And then here on the bullets, you will basically tweak things. Now, I'm going to show you how I tweak my stuff so you can kind of see how I did it. First of all, you always want to click on the bullet list. And when you click on this bullet list, you need to just pay attention that always here on the left, this pops up. Now, the thing that I like to use, first of all, you want to choose the icon selector because the icon selector always makes a difference on the look and feel. So you right now have like an idea thing. Now I can actually change that. So instead of an ID thing, I can put something like a check mark like this, okay? I can also do something like this, okay? And if it doesn't work right away, just click on it again, basically. You can also scroll down and see there's many different options. So you can just pick the one that you're comfortable with. It really just pick one really, because there's literally so many options. But you can actually scroll down and kind of get a feel for everything that is available. So there's lots of stuff that you can look at. So if I'm doing something like, okay, follow me on YouTube or something like that, I'll show you how to do that. I could do like a bookmark thing, for example. That's also another good one. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as light bulb just for the sake of demonstration. But also it's good for me to play with. Now the vertical spacing is very important because that's what does the spacing between the bullets. So notice if I put the vertical spacing at 0, you see it looks really squashed. Once I make it 30, you can see it gives the spacing in between here. Now the line height, what it does is it spaces out the text in between here. So if I make this line height, I usually recommend that the line height is between 5 and 20 of the font size. So if the font size is 20, make this either 25, not 45, sorry. Make this 25 or up to 40. So you see at 41, 40, 45 is too much. This is probably the most you can do in terms of spacing to make it look kind of decent. So I did, I think 30 on this one. You could do 35. It just makes it a little bit more readable, okay? So let's say 32, you can see it's a little bit more readable. Now if I do it, let's just say I'm gonna do it now and I'm gonna do it the same as the font. You could see it's like really squashed, okay? That's why it's actually quite important to make it so it's, a little bit more basically, okay? The icon size, again, if you want the icon to be really big, like you can actually do something like this, for example, make it 60, and you can see it's gonna be way bigger. Again, I don't like it this way, but I'm just saying, depending on how you want to customize things, you can do it this way. Usually I do the icon the same size as the font. You can also do it a little bit bigger as well if you want to, so it's a little bit more visible. That's another option. Okay. If you want to make this text a little bit bigger, the way I did this, notice that this text, basically what I did is I just highlighted this section alone, and then I customized the text color right here. Okay. So if I want to change it to red, it will just change this portion. Whereas if I was to click on the text here in general and change the text color, for example, to yellow, it will probably change everything to yellow. So I'll do like this and it's just gonna look awful, but you get the idea. I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna go back, but you get the idea. That's how you customize the colors. Let me just move it back, it's not ugly. Okay, so these are the different elements that I want to show you. These sections, these blocks, as well as these bullets. Now, these buttons, these are just buttons, and I'll show you how to do this one where it says the Instagram. This is basically bullets and bullets, and what I did is I just made one bullet, and when I click on this section right here, I just chose YouTube, basically, and then I chose the icon color being red because it's the YouTube color, and the Instagram, I just did this color because Instagram has like different colors, so I just did it in blue. It just looks better that way. So this is how I did it. And again, the text here, I just customize it by changing it this way and do a little thing like that, and then this is an image basically. On the image, again, I did a border radius, so you can see it's kind of rounded around here, and yeah, again, that's just an image you can customize as you see fit, make it smaller, make it bigger, stuff like that. Okay, yeah. Cool. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. So this is how you would set up the hub page or the thank you page for your membership, whether it's free or paid, depending on which one you choose, what the sequence is, and so on and so forth. If you want to learn more about my membership, whether it's the coaching and templates membership or my tech support membership or any of the resources I've spoken about here, everything is going to be linked in the description for you to check out. Otherwise, if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and let me know what other videos or tutorials you'd like me to record. I'll be happy to put on my list to be able to record these and share more value with you for free. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching this tutorial. I really appreciate it. So if you have not used Systeme or haven't tested it out, you can actually create a free account. You're missing out big time. It is a great software, and all you gotta do is go to aranbukai.com/SIO. That will take you to the Systeme page. You enter your email, you create a free account, take it to a test drive, and when you feel confident, like you're ready to go and this is a good tool, the pricing is simply $27 a month, or you can also get $197 a year, which is pricing is not available on their website, but I have a special link for that if you want to take advantage of it. It's actually 10 times cheaper than the bigger competitors and so on, and it's a really good plan. So if you want to check it out, go to ranbukai.com/SIO and let me know once you had a bit of a look around. That's about it. If you have any other questions or tutorials that you'd like me to make on Systeme.io, definitely let me know. Leave a comment below. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And that's about it. Thanks, and I'll speak to you soon.